Greetings, YouTube. Happy Wednesday. We have a very rare occasion where, because of certain progression levels, we actually have multiple offers to grade. We have a unit offer we'll get to with multiple levels, but we also have a special Supreme Ascendant bundle. This is like the extra special chalupa from Taco Bell that for $50 gives you an assortment of potential prizes. So, here's the deal, YouTube. We are looking into the ultimate RNG gamble with this thing. We have seen a $50 price tag when it comes to something like the 5-star Awakening Gem Ascendant bundle, where you have a 20% chance to get a 5-star Awakening Gem and an 80% chance to get some like 56 stones for a certain class. But this kind of takes it up a notch because you either get Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragments or Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments or Tier 5 Basic. So it's like a very, very amazing version of an Alliance War Seasons Crystal. But $50 is a lot of money. Now, $4,500, that is the standard rate for a $50 price tag. So at least you're guaranteed $4,500. I would have loved for that to be $9,000. If that was $9,000 Tier 5 Basic, I'd be all over this offer, but it's not. But keep in mind, when it comes to the Supreme Ascendant bundle, for those of you who are uncollected and above, that either is going to grant you Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments, 2,250 to be exact, that specific class. Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments, 9,000 minimum, so that would be 13,500 minimum for that. Or a Tier 2 Alpha, which is 36,000 fragments minimum. Now, maybe you can get more than that, but this is a gamble, right? This is an RNG gamble. And if you end up getting a fully formed Tier 2 Alpha out of this, this is actually just a very average C grade at best offer disguised as something better because of the chance for Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments. But I've also heard from several people like, Prof, I don't care about Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments because I don't have a 6-star that's worth taking to rank 2, nevertheless rank 3, even if I had a Tier 5 Class Catalyst of that specific class. So, I think this offer is just too much of a gamble and not enough guaranteed items before you open that crystal. Had this thing been $29.99, I think that would have been the price point that would have been fairer. But besides that, you need a fully formed Tier 2 Alpha plus at least 4,500, but ideally at least 6,000 to 9,000 Tier 5 Basic before you're dependent on the RNG of this crystal. But a lot of people are going to get the Tier 2 Alpha because it's got like a 50-50 shot of that. And if it's just 36,000 Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragments, that's the kind of deal we saw, I don't know, in 2018 maybe? So this would be an overpriced deal by about $20 minimum if you happen to pull the Tier 2 Alpha. And the Tier 5 Basic makes it better, but at the same time, it's not enough. And then on top of that, the Tier 5 Class Catalyst, that's a random class that you land on if you happen to win the RNG's lottery of the 4.5% drop rate. And then who knows if you're even going to get a class of somebody you're ever going to rank up. So it's just too much of a gamble, and that's the Supreme version. But we do have a multiple tiered offer of units for several other summoners who aren't yet uncollected. And of course, if you're uncollected and Cavalier, like myself, you still see this. So the Epic Ascendant Crystal has everything from a Tier 2 Alpha to Tier 4 Class Catalyst to Tier 4 Basic to Tier 2 Alpha to Tier 5 Basic to Tier 4 Class Catalyst Fragments. Now, 850 units is a decent amount of units. That's about $30 worth of units, right? And so to just get one Tier 4 Basic, 25 Tier 4 Class Catalyst Fragments, 3 Tier 1 Alphas, and 50,000 gold is not enough. I think you need 5 Tier 1 Alphas minimum because that's how many you need to take a 5-star up a rank. And then a minimum of 3 Tier 4 Basics. They're just being very stingy on that first level and relying too much on the gamble. And then on top of that, when you go to the second, which bumps up to 1,500 units, which is over $50 worth of units, you get 3 of those, 2 Tier 4 Basics, which is pathetic, half of a Tier 2 Alpha. At this point, you should get 2 fully formed Tier 2 Alpha, and that's just for what we've seen normally. But this, you get half of one, terrible, trash. And then 3 Tier 1 Alphas with 3 gives you 6 total. And then they don't even increase the gold. What's up with that? Why are you being a Scrooge McDuck, Kabam, with the gold offers? 50,000 gold for $50. That's one of the worst gold offers we have ever seen. So the first offer gets a generous D-. The second offer gets a flat-out F. And the Epic Ascendant Crystal has a chance of rewarding Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments, 4,500 minimum. Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst, half of one minimum. Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst, Tier 4 Basic Catalyst, 2 Catalyst minimum, which is a ripoff. Those are worth about $1 a piece at this point. Tier 4 Class Catalyst or Tier 4 Class Catalyst Fragment Crystals. The Fragment Crystals are just the biggest slap in the face. None of this is worthy of your money or units. Dr. Doom hits the contest tomorrow. And on top of that, we are well under a month away from Cyber Monday. And if you don't care about Dr. Doom, you want to save your units for Cyber Monday. So, YouTube, both of these offers are terrible. The first one's a D- at best. Second one's flat out F. And then the Supreme one, I'll give it a generous D+. If you pull, of course, what you need from this, it's going to be worth more to you. But it's a gamble. There's no guarantee you're going to land on what you need. In fact, most of the time it's the opposite of what you need. And they're being so stingy with the gold lately, maybe because they're trying to take advantage of their gold offers, that it's also exceptionally disappointing to see that. So I am not a fan at all of today's offers. They are the definition of disappointment, the definition of trash, and we are, like I said, under a month away from Cyber Monday. So save your units and your cash for that. Just ignore these. They have not proven yet, even with compensation, because we don't know what that's going to be officially, to tell us what they're going to do to make up for the fact of last week's debacle, really this weekend's debacle. So I wouldn't give them your hard-earned cash and units, especially when it's a trash offer. So have a great Wednesday, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope that these offer grades helped you decide for yourself what you should do. Personally, save for Cyber Monday. You're going to be happy. You're going to be thankful you didn't chomp at the bit to overpay for something that's probably just going to leave you disappointed.